Hello, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. This week I'm looking at music. I'm playing some songs for you. Actually, I'm talking about the songs, giving you a link below so you can listen. Songs that have made an impression on me in my life, that have ministered to me, that have taught me, that have encouraged me, and that have sustained me. And so today I want to give you a song. It's written by and sung by a fellow named Joel Chernoff. Joel performed under the name Lamb at the time this song came out. Even back before that, he was, I think, in the Lemon Pipers back in the 60s, My Green Tambourine, if you listen to old music. But this is a song that comes from one of the saddest passages I can find in the Bible. It's a song that comes from Psalm 137. Now, the thing about the Psalms is, the Psalms are expressions of human emotion being poured out to God and at times to others. And this one is one of human emotion that, if you look at the stages of grief, this is still in the anger and vengeance stage. It's not processed all the way over. Though Joel, in the way he does the song, brings at the end the encouragement and the hope that are the next stage that should follow properly within the framework if we were teaching the psalm. Don't, in the process of letting the anger and the frustration and the vengeance and the hurt, in the process of pouring that out, which the psalm does quite well, don't lose track of the fact that that is one psalm among a huge array of scriptures that does teach us, beyond that anger and hatefulness that we might feel at the moment, there is hope that follows. So the song is entitled Rivers of Babylon, and Brent's put a link down below so you can listen to the song. I urge you to. The feel of the song is one of lamenting. And it's a song that takes Psalm 137 and puts it to music. Psalm 137 is that very sad passage of the Bible that I referenced earlier. It's the saddest one I know. The Israelites, the Jews actually at this point, have had their national identity grabbed from them. Jerusalem was conquered by King Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians, and they were carted off in captivity to Babylon. And in the process of that, what had happened to them was horrible. The Babylonians had taken their children, their infants, their babies, and just smashed them against the rocks. Hard for me to even say. But they had endured this. They had endured being carted to captivity. And while they're there at the rivers of Babylon, their captors are basically walking up to them saying, "Hey, sing us one of your happy songs about what your life used to be like before we came along and ruined it." And the psalmist says, how can I sing a happy song with what's happened to me? The lyrics are, by the rivers of Babylon, we sat and wept for Zion. Zion is the hill that's the central feature of ancient Jerusalem. We sat and wept for Zion. By the willows, we hung our harps. For there our captors demanded of us songs of joy and mirth. How can we sing songs of joy? If I forget you, Jerusalem, may my right hand lose its skill. May my tongue be stuck in my mouth. The psalm goes on to say, happy will be he who does to you, Babylonians, what you did to us, who takes your infants and dashes them on the rocks. But Joel doesn't end the song there. He processes through the grief to the hope and adds a good biblical chorus of now we wait for a better day when the Holy One returns to restore eternal Jerusalem and to bring his people home. Because we do live in a world where horrible things happen. And there's almost a mini vision of that. This is not our home in a sense of where we're meant to be. And God promises to restore us one day to what life should be. And so we can live with that hope. But in the meantime, there are times to mourn. And there are few songs that mourn better than this one. So I don't know what you're going through today, but I invite you to add this song to your working vocabulary. Share this lament. Grieve for those who are grieving. Weep for those who are weeping. But don't forget to add the encouragement of hope that God is not done with this world. He promises to restore his children to a new heaven and earth where the weeping is gone for good. That's your video thought for the day.